Starbase, a SpaceX freedom city. Freedom cities are fascist cities, a corporate dictatorship. The Trump regime is planning legislation to create 10 freedom cities on federal land. They will be modeled after Elon Musk's own private city, Starbase, which surrounds his rocket base in South Texas. Starbase is a corporately owned startup city where the local government are 3 people, all of who work for Musk. These cities are totally owned by corporations and are exempt from all federal, state, and local laws. They are run by CEOs. Starbase can collect taxes and has eminent domain, the power to seize surrounding land for development. It already controls Boca Chica, known as the Poor People's Beach, and is expanding into a public wetland. Starbase establishes a precedent that any corporation with sufficient resources and political connections can write its own laws, seize public resources, and create quasi-sovereign territories. Freedom cities are billed as the answer to America's unaffordable housing, promising cheap housing, but the lease agreement demands people leave their property if fired from SpaceX. Freedom cities are already proposed for Utah, Oregon, Colorado, and California. The Highland Rim project is proposed for Appalachia by an initiative from a Christian venture capital firm called New Founding. These are rich Theo brothers, who proudly call themselves Christian nationalists and believe women shouldn't be allowed to vote. They openly idolize leaders like Francisco Franco, Spain's fascist dictator, who slaughtered thousands. Mark Zuckerberg of Meta is planning a private Zuckerberg that surrounds Facebook headquarters in San Mateo, California. Donald Trump wants to turn Gaza into a private tech-owned city. Freedom cities will be officially private property. Public property and its laws and corporate regulations are officially abolished. What the fascists don't talk about is that the U.S. Constitution is not designed to operate on private property. Once on the job, good luck using freedom of speech to tell the boss what you think of them. Residents have no legal voice or vote to set laws and policy. The job of government is to empower people to make life better for people, not corporations. Freedom cities are the fully privatized future that capitalism intends to build out of the ruination they are creating today. What does this creeping insanity tell us? There are answers to this. We have never been here before. Workers being displaced by the market are becoming a revolutionary class because we have no stake in the system and cannot survive without confronting it. We need food, housing, education, and healthcare. We need an opportunity to contribute to society and to help save the planet. We need freedom from police terror, mass incarceration, and gender oppression. We fight for a government that takes care of people first. Ultimately, this requires public ownership of the means to create wealth, the land, infrastructure, and technology, and distribution according to need. The fight for basic needs propels every other social struggle because none of society's social, moral, or ecological problems can be solved as long as the private property system exists. We, the working people, the dispossessed people, can make this happen.
You know it's 16.